Hey everybody, welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour. I'm your host, John the Bod, aka the Bod Father, and as always, I bring you guys awesome interviews. And today it is an honor and privilege to have Mr. Doug Spider. He is from the band Ratbatspider. They are from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They have a new album out right now called Dawn of the Chupacoctopus. I said it right that time, folks.
Yeah, Chupacoctopus. Hey, how's it going, man?
Doing awesome. Glad to get you on here and get this interview underway. And so let's jump right into this, Doug. What's impressed you the most about making Dawn of the Chupacoctopus? What's caught your eye about, if anything?
I don't know. It's our second try at doing an album, and I mean it's an EP, so it's not a full album, but we're continuing a song from the last one, Night of the Shark Squatch. So it goes from night to dawn, and then the next one is going to be the day, kind of like the Night of the Living Dead into the Dawn of the Dead. You know, we're kind of doing that kind of thing, just making up our own monsters as we go along.
That's actually pretty badass the way you guys are doing that. Next is going to be like Dawn of the Chupacabra, whatever you're going to do at Chupacoctopus.
Yeah, next one will be the Day of the Ratbatspider, because they all fight at the end. We just finished writing that song last week at rehearsal, so we're hoping to get in the studio again by November of this year to hopefully have something out in the beginning of the year next year.
This is what I like about horror bands. They keep it truly traditional horror. You know, they tie everything into their horror music, either horror album names, horror punk names of their songs. It's definitely in it, and I like what you guys do. So that's pretty cool, man.
Thanks, man. It's fun. That's what we're all about. You know, we all watch the cheesy, you know, B, C, and D grade horror movies and sci-fi stuff, and we just love it all. So we're always writing stuff about it, and, you know, that's what we're all about.
Weren't those the best ones, though? Like the B movies or the horror flicks? They were so cheesy, but you couldn't turn your head away, and you watch one, you're like, I've got to watch another one. There've got to be another one out there.
Exactly. I just watched The Green Slime last night.
Nice.
It's like one of my all-time favorites. Just got the Green Slime monster tattooed on my arm.
That's awesome. That is really awesome. I just watched Vincent Price in the 1959 version of The Return of the Fly.
Oh, that's an awesome one.
Yes,
that's what the Misfits did the song about.
Return of the Fly, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I liked it, man. That's what I'm saying. The classic cult movies like that, black and white shit, is just the best, and B horror movies are the best ones to ever get your hands on to watch.
Exactly.
How was working with producer Andy Stillen on this one?
This is our second go-around with him, and he's a local guy from back in the day. He used to be in a band called Brain Dead. He was the singer, and we were all like into them, going to their shows and stuff when we were, you know, like teenagers, and so he kind of knows what we're about and knew how to get the sound out of us that we wanted. So we didn't want like a total polished professional kind of sound. You know, we were going for more of a kind of like the early Misfits albums and stuff where it's kind of raw. Mm-hmm. And dude knew exactly what we wanted, and he's got a studio. It was in his attic, and now it's in his basement. So we'll see what it's going to be for the next thing we do. But
oh no,
yeah, he knows how to catch what we want to do. So
any songs off the Dawn of the Chupacoctopus album that stand out more to you than any on it, if possible, man?
I don't know. I really like playing the Hogsback Road song. It's like the first song. Mm-hmm. Because that one was like the last one we wrote before we went in and recorded. So it's like the newest of them all. A couple of them we were playing for almost a year because we had them written. We just never recorded them yet. Mm-hmm. But Hogsback Road and probably the Dawn of the Chupacoctopus are my two favorites off of it.
How much growth musically have you seen this band go through up to the release of this EP/album? I know you said this is your second one, but I mean, is it more personal growth as musicians, or let's talk about that a little bit.
We've all like played in bands together before, but they were mostly like metal bands and stuff. Mm-hmm. So this is our first like punk band, but it kind of comes off as metal in spots too. So we're kind of gelling as far as that goes with keeping that kind of structure going. like for me, when I used to write lyrics, they'd be like 6 pages long because they were for a metal song, you know, and now I got to try and say the same thing in like a page. So I got to change the way I write stuff. So it's like you get more across in less words. So that's kind of a growth, I guess, you know.
Yeah, with punk music, the way that you guys have to do it, as far as punk lyric wise, you're right. It's way shorter, and songs don't last no more than what, Doug? Maybe 2 minutes at the most. 3 minutes would be your top long one at the most for a punk rock song.
Yeah, I don't even think we've hit a 3-minute one yet. We've come close, but you know, normally it's just if we can get it 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, it seems good. Move on to the next one.
How much local support does Ratbatspider get via the fans, venues, and maybe radio play? Do you get any support at all out there from Wisconsin?
Yeah, we get some radio play. There's a local station, WMSE, that plays us, and you know, there's a lot of venues that we play at that they're like always happy to have us there. Mm-hmm. So and they do what they can to, you know, make things good for us. So when we do come through their place or whatever, they're real accommodating, and we've got like a couple places near the venues that we like stop at and eat, like Classic Slice Pizza, and they let us do our makeup in their restaurant and all that before we play the show. So
that's
it's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. Do you guys feel like you have to travel out more though to get Ratbatspider more out there, or no?
I mean, we're getting it out there like through the internet and stuff like that, but we're all like, you know, over 40, so we're just kind of living our lives and doing this for fun. So if we get like a cool road trip, we would do it, but not many of them have come up so far, but we're still kind of new. So, you know, we're hoping maybe in the future we can get out somewhere and play with the Jasons or Lurking Corpses or something like that. But, you know, in the future, if it happens, it happens. But we're not like seriously trying to seek that kind of stuff out, just going day by day and having fun.
What do you do, Doug, to keep your mind fresh and open to, you know, new lyrics, new solos, guitar riffs, stuff like that you've not done before, and what helps you block that stuff out if you do anything differently?
Lyric-wise, it's just if I see a cool movie and it sparks something, then I'll write lyrics about it. The name of our album, the Chupacoctopus, came about because we were talking about all the mashup movies that Roger Corman's been doing.
Yeah.
And with like, you know, the Supercoteau Post and all that. And we're like, dude, what if we made our own? And I just blurted out Chupacoctopus, and everybody was like, oh my God, you need to write lyrics about that. So that's what I did.
Oh my God. I'm a horror fan, don't get me wrong on this, but I've seen some stuff that a TV station has been putting on, and I'm not going to say the name of the TV station, but you probably know which one I'm talking about. When you've got like Sharknado, stuff like that on there, I just got to say no. Just walk away. Walk away.
Yeah, it's one of those deals where if you watch it, you got to watch it knowing it's just going to suck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, for me, you put sharks in anything and I'll watch it just because I just love sharks.
Yeah.
But you put them in a tornado, yeah, it's cheesy, but it's hilarious. And I don't know, I watched the first one so far. I haven't seen any of the other 3, but I heard there's a 5th one coming now, too. Whenever they can cash in, they just keep going.
That's the truth. And they'll run it down into the ground till it just absolutely is not worth $1 to watch.
Yeah.
What can fans expect at a show from Ratbatspider?
Real high energy. We don't really give the crowd a break. We just keep going. We do like 3 to 4 song blocks with maybe a 10-second interval in between them, and we just keep pounding the crowd. Where people say that if we play a half an hour, it seems like an hour because we do that many songs in that amount of time. We just don't let them up. We got the makeup, and we got like my kick drums light up, and so we put on a little extra show instead of just getting up there with jeans and t-shirts like a lot of other bands do.
Do you like that side of going 1,000 miles an hour like that, or is it just like continue? We're going to put this in your face after song after song after song.
Yeah, I mean, it gets it keeps everybody's attention. you know, because you get bands where they'll do a song or two and then they'll stop and kind of mull around on stage or whatever, and it's people walk out of the room. This
Right.
way, it's like for that half an hour we have your attention and we're not letting go of it, you know. So I like it. I mean, sometimes depending on the order we do them, I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack through some of it, but we make it work.
Do you prefer the digital era of recording albums that we're in right now, or and especially like social media and things like that? Do you guys like this, or do you guys just want to be in a studio and put it out there that way?
Well, I don't know. In like old bands that we've been in, trying to record was like it took a lot longer and it was a lot more critical, like with mistakes and stuff, where it would like you'd have to hurry up because you were on the clock. But the place we're doing our stuff now, it's a lot more forgiving, where he just kind of charges us by the song, however long it takes. So it makes it easier for us to do it. And because of the internet, I love it because you can get your stuff out to way more people than you ever could before. You know, you don't even really have to try. You just put it out there, and if people like it, they spread it around.
What does Ratbatspider bring to the table for music that's not out there, in your own opinion?
I don't know if we bring anything that's not really out there. I mean, we pay, you know, our tribute to like the Misfits and stuff like that, and we kind of give everybody back that same kind of tongue-in-cheek kind of cheesiness with our lyrics and stuff like that, but we're not really reinventing a wheel or nothing. But I don't know how many bands are really doing the horror punk stuff with the metal in it like we are. I know there's a few others out there that I really like, but like Lurking Corpses and Savage Remains, and they're all really good.
The new Savage Remains album is badass.
It totally is.
Oh,
we're getting a plate. They're coming to Wisconsin in August at the Milwaukee Punk Fest 7. Mm-hmm. We're getting to share a stage with those guys.
That's awesome.
Really psyched about that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is really cool. What made you want to become a musician? What was that spark for you?
The spark for me, probably when I was like 4 years old and I got my first Kiss record.
Nice.
Yeah, that, and then when I saw the Motley Crue Livewire video, I wanted to be Tommy Lee and be a drummer for so long. Took a while because I couldn't afford a drum set, so I was a singer for a while before, but
yeah,
once I got my set, it was all great from there.
It was on.
Yep.
Any show or moment that stands out to you more, Doug, than any that you can recall being part of Ratbatspider, like, you know, being on stage and going, I can't believe we're actually doing this right now?
Just the first show of this year, we got to play the Bradley Center, which is like our like arena that our basketball team plays at.
Uh-huh.
There was a big motocross event there, and we got to actually play at it. So that was kind of surreal for me, you know, because who would have ever thought that a punk band would be playing at an arena?
True.
So it was pretty cool.
If you could play with any horror band or any other band for one night only, which would it be, Doug?
Any horror band?
Any horror band or any band at all, past or present?
I mean, I would give anything to play with the Misfits, but then we'd only have like half of our set to do because half of it's their songs. So I don't know. I would love to play with the Jasons because I just love those dudes.
Yeah.
Or like Argyle Goolsby or Lurking Corpses. You know, I mean, if we could ever get a show with Kiss, oh yeah, that would be the dream show for me. But that'll never happen.
Hey, never say never. Stranger things have happened, my friend. So
yeah.
I don't know if you guys get this or not, but I'll ask anyway. What's it mean to you when you guys receive an email from a fan or prior to your shows or after your shows? They come and tell you that, hey, Ratbatspider music has pulled me through a tough time. It's gave me inspiration to overcome obstacles, or it's just made me get away to the everyday bullshit that we go through and relax. What's that mean to you guys if that happens?
That's pretty awesome. I mean, if something that we do can get somebody through a tough time, or like you said, just get them through the bullshit of your average day, then that's great. I mean, we don't set out to do stuff, to write stuff like that, but if somebody takes it that way, that makes it even better.
I just like to say I'm a huge fan of Ratbatspider. I love your guys' music, and keep what you're doing, and I'll definitely support you guys on BODS Mayhem Hour.
Awesome. Thank you.
How can folks stay in touch with you guys, buy some merchandise, tour dates? How can they do that, Doug?
We're all over the internet. We got a Facebook page. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. You can get our merch, like shirts and CDs and stuff. We have a big cartel site. You just pretty much type in Ratbatspider in Google, and a lot of our stuff will show up right away.
Before I let you go, good sir, would you care to do a promo for my show?
Sure. This is Doug Spider from Ratbatspider, and you're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Everybody stick around. We got some great music coming up, and you only hear these interviews right here on BODS Mayhem Hour and Uber City Radio. Thanks so much, Doug.
Thank you.